I'm going to log into the back-end tools of TeachBubble as a member of staff. Once I've logged in, you'll see there are 3 panels where I can build my TeachBubble, apply settings to the way that it works, and administer the staff and users that have access to TeachBubble. In this movie, I'm only going to show you how to build pages from blocks and the relationships between these things with chapters and playlists. The first page I'm going to create is going to be called All About Me. So if I click Add and give it a name, I'll make it active immediately. The description of this page will be everything you want to know about Phil Rogers. I can apply some basic settings to my page. It asks me if I would like users to score it and add comments to it. I'm going to leave those both as yeses for now, and in the second movie we'll see what these options mean. So pages are built up from blocks, building blocks of information. There are different types of blocks, and if I click Add, in the list here you'll see the variety. I'm going to add a block now of HTML, which is going to be the introduction to my page. I've already prepared some text so that I'm not typing all the way through the movie. So if I copy that, I'm going to go to my HTML block and type a title and paste in my pre-prepared text. I can format it because it is HTML after all, and hit update, and I've created my HTML block. I'm going to add another block now, and from the list you'll see there are many different types of block. This time I'm going to add a map block, and this is going to be my village. So Google Maps has identified as close as it can from my IP address where I live, and I'm going to move that along here and zoom in again to my house right there and position it in the center, and I'm going to choose to have the terrain map, and the caption will be from here underneath. I can give the user options to whether they want to change the map type and navigate it themselves. So I've created a map block now which shows the users my house. So I could go through and create several more types of block, but I've already pre-prepared them. I've created my map block and my HTML block, as you've seen. I created a URL block, which is about my hobby website. I've created a download block, and I've put into it a zip file containing my CV and a headshot. I've created a YouTube block, which displays a video from YouTube about my day job. I've uploaded a movie into a movie block, which is the view from my front door. And I've created an image block, which is me and my daughter Florence. Let's go back to my page and construct it. So you can see my blocks down the left hand side and the contents of my page on the right. At the moment it's completely empty. So I'm going to move across my introduction, and I'm going to grab that image of me and Florence and put it after it. I'm also going to move across my village picture with the view from the front door to follow, and then my CV download because my day job YouTube movie goes there, and at the end my hobbies. Let's move my hobbies up and put them before the village. Okay, so as you can see, dragging and dropping blocks into position builds my page, at which point I can preview. So there's my HTML, the text I provided. I can click through to edit that directly. There's the picture I prepared earlier with the caption. This is my URL I provided to digitalprintrepublic.com and the explanation of what that is. There's the use of Google Maps as a block and the caption that goes beneath. Here's the movie. If I click, it's a QuickTime movie and the image is replaced with the movie itself, and it will play with its caption. There's my CV. I mentioned that if I click it, it will deliver to me a zip file. As a user, I can click through and receive information that way. And here's my YouTube clip.
Hello. As an introduction, I'm going to show you.
And that's me doing my day job, and the caption explains what that is. So I've built a fairly comprehensive page using many types of block and called it All About Me. In the next movie, I'm going to show you further types of block and what I think is the unique selling point of TeachBubble, in that the next blocks you'll see offer the user the ability to respond and put their input into a page.